Hey, welcome back to No Cap Recaps. You know what time it is. Time to get locked in. You understand me? We recapping Sinners. Run my tape, baby. All right, you feel the energy. I know you do. I've been waiting on this. You see, I put this on, but I ain't got no haircut, so leave me alone. My haircut appointment is tomorrow. Leave me alone. But I had to put it on slightly. I just came back from a vacation. Don't play with me. I'm a little chocolate. But let me get right to this movie. First and foremost, let me say thank you all. We are at 550 subs. What y'all doing, man? Y'all going crazy. Y'all running it up 2025. I feel that. I understand that. I appreciate it. So keep doing your thing. Ryan Coogler has blessed us with a potential horror classic. I will get to whether or not it's a classic at the end of this. We're going to Clarksdale, Mississippi. October. I don't know if it's October, but I know it's 1932. This is 7 years after the smokestack twins decided to leave their hometown in Mississippi. They decide to come back from Chicago. You start to realize and understand these some ruthless brothers, twin brothers at that. They've been working for the Al Capone up there. You know, they name drop him just a bit. You know what I'm saying? But Lord have mercy. Lord, my mama gonna tear my tail up for my hair. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. Let me do it. All right. I'm back. All right. I did it. I had to. I got it situated. Put a little water on it. Put a little curl cream on that thing. Anyway, 7 years in Chicago, 1932, the notorious smokestack twins have decided to come back to their hometown, Clarksdale, Mississippi, and they have bought some land. They bought some land. They bought this little farm, rigmarole up there, and they're gonna turn it into a juke joint, right? So they're connecting with some family members. They're connecting with some old flames, a little bit of some old vibes, and some of the locals. And they're getting the word out. The juke joint is about to be open tonight. Right? This is a 24-hour movie. So we're just following this whole story for 24 hours. What happens? Smoke and Stack, which are the twins, are gathering up some of their local friends and family to open this juke joint. They're grabbing Cornbread. They're grabbing Annie. They're grabbing Grace and her husband. They're grabbing, and especially their young cousin that they gave a guitar to, and he done turned into a local blues prodigy. Sammy is a linchpin in this whole ordeal, as you come to see later on in the movie. So it opens up. Samuel's the blues prodigy pursuing his dream, and his pastor father demonizes the secular music, because he's in the praise house, at Ebenezer, and you better stop playing. All right now, see, I ain't playing with the Lord. All right, the night is falling. Juke joint done opened up, everything popping off, people playing roulette, playing cards. They might be back there playing some spades. As you know, the vampires showed up, and they showed out. Right? And so what we get is to see so many layers within this movie. Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, just to name a few. Haley Stanfield, each and every one of these individuals have played a massive role in depicting this overarching dynamic of what Sinners is supposed to represent. And to me, Sinners is this movie that represents the so-called sinners of today's age, and particularly in the 30s as well. The music back in the day was blues music, where they call it some form of sinners music. Annie, she is actually represented as the hoodoo priest, which you would believe that religion is, wicked or whatnot. But what I loved about this particular movie is that it highlights West African roots and African roots in a way that is empowering and gives people a sense of pride of themselves and the origins of where their ancestors came from. Sinners represented quite a few things and quite a few dynamics that I just can't even get into. I don't have time. I might have to do a part 2, to be completely honest with you. But one component is the music of it being considered sinful, and then also their past lives that they're coming back to. Some people lost loved ones. Some people were cutting off relationships they truly wanted or desired. A lot of them were striving for power. A lot of them were striving for notoriety. Some people viewed others' religion as being demonic. And obviously, there was the racial tension back in the day. And so a lot of this is so interlayered and so multifaceted. It is an amazing storyline and how they place those all together. Not even to add the complexity of the twin dynamic that Michael B. Jordan had to play. right? So this is very significant and complex that Ryan Coogler had to also figure out, and Michael B. Jordan had to truly embody two specific characters, right? He has to take all of this time to embody two different individuals, but they have this symbiotic relationship as being twins. Right, they even had counselors. Ryan Coogler speaks about it just a bit in other interviews, but I did some digging. Obviously, you can see they had to go get some twin counselors to illustrate the connection between twins and the unique connection that a lot of us don't know because we don't have a twin. We can't understand that. I have a brother, but I don't understand the relationship that twins have, right? And so my question that I had was, does Ryan and Michael pull this feat off seamlessly? Do they do it very well? Yes, they did. They did a great job. Michael B. Jordan evolved in this particular character or characters, especially in this scene. A lot of other people asked this other question as well. Did Sinners need Jonathan Majors? No, it did not. It didn't. Jonathan Majors is a great actor, and we all know in our community, look, Jonathan was built for the 1930s back in the day. But is Jonathan needed? Absolutely not. They cultivated such a great storyline. You can tell that the writing was perfect for each character. The development of each character was set in stone. It grew so well. The representation of the Asian community within the Black community was so profound to me that even back in the day, which you don't really see in a lot of other movies, have you, or when jumping back in time, we don't see that parallel relationship between the Asian community and the Black community. And I think it was just eloquently placed in so well and organically. I have to say my standout actor in this movie to me, I don't know. I just don't know. But I have to say it was Delta Slim. It was. He played that part. Mr. Lindo. He played the old Southern musician that held the sense of wisdom for Sammy so well, so beautifully. And let me jump into a few scenes that I have to highlight because we understand the premise already. We get that the vampires are going to do what they do. They're coming after them, right? But what did the vampires want? That's one of the main questions in this movie. What was the purpose of the vampires? I loved what the reason was that attracted them to the juke joint. Remick is the lead vampire's name. And the reason why was Sammy. It was none other than Sammy. And I love the reason why. Because that in and of itself is one of the main components or elements of Sinners. Please pay attention when you go see it. I'm giving you hints. I ain't gonna give you it all. That's not what I'm here for. I'm gonna tell you right now, you gotta go see it. If you don't go see it, I don't know what you're doing. I truly don't know. Because this movie is a 10. Yeah, I had to give it a 10. It's a 10 out of 10. 100%. I don't give out 10s like that. I don't. Because a few of the reasons why. Let me break down some of the scenes. So Smoke is the more headstrong, the more business-minded of the twins. He negotiates with this young girl. He pulls up into the town. He negotiates with this young girl. He sets up, he's like, hey, look, you know who the Smokestack twins are, right? She said, yeah. She a little scared. He said, look, I give you 10 cents on a minute to sit in this car and just press down on the horn if somebody try to mess with my truck. She says, deal. He turns to her and says, no, that ain't it. You need to negotiate. And he taught her then how to negotiate, that she don't take the first offer that she gets, even if it's a good offer, because she is still being lowballed. And regardless of who he is, he still empowered her in a manner that was honorable and such a mentorship that we need in our community now. And I love that part. It was small, but it was amazing. Another scene was the Indians representing the wise sage when Remick first jumps on the scene. And you'll understand why Remick gets in the house, but the Indians come by and they're like, hey, have y'all seen somebody come into your house? And then they start to realize, oh no, they done got in your house. The main thing I want to say is that the Indians, being the wise sage community, knowing what is to come, and just due to their skin color, they, meaning the couple, trusted the devil himself instead of the Indians. It's very significant. I also loved one of the other scenes where we talk about the blues. They get into The blues conjuring up the past, the present, and the evolutions of Western African heritage, and the evolution of hip hop, R&B music. I mean, it's so much in this. It's so much in this movie that I don't have enough time to. I'm already almost 20 minutes in. I'm gonna leave it right there because I'm getting real long-winded. I'm trying to make it short for you guys, but I just can't because this is so much. I'm going back to see it in IMAX because I wasn't able to this first go around. That's how good this movie is. I woke up thinking about this movie. I woke up dissecting this movie, still thinking about different elements, and I know I'm missing a lot. So comments, please hit me up. Please, right? But until next time, it might be another one. It might be a part 2 to Sinners. What did I get from seeing it again? It might be. It's that significant, okay? So like I said, this is a 10 out of 10 and an easy 10 out of 10. I commend you, bro. I commend every last individual that was in this movie. Every last person that is not going to wait to see it later. You need to see it now, okay? See it now. Until next time, y'all be easy.